Hey folks, Mike and McGee here. What you see laying right here is 2 Canada geese. We're right in the middle of goose season here, and I don't know why, but these jokers came flying right into our pond out here, and these two decided to stay for lunch. Well, what we decided to do is we're going to put these things in the ice chest and ice age these babies for a while. It just recently got cold, and that is perfect. We're going to ice age them. And I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do with them yet, but I have a feeling it's going to be good.
Isn't that a bird?
Yeah, it's a bird. it's a goose, son. You like goose better or duck better?
I don't know.
You don't?
I don't.
Well, I'll tell you what I like better. I like geese better. You know why?
Because you don't have to duck.
No. Because they're flat-footed and don't give a quack. That's right. All right, folks, we decided what we're going to make with these things. As you know, I've got a new toy to make chicken fried steak with. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to fillet these breasts off. They've been in the ice aging for over a week. We're going to fillet them off right quick and throw them through. Now, this guy, he's wanting to run off and do other things. He don't even want to stay here and eat with me today, and that really hurts my feelings. What do you think about that? So look here how this meat, you can tell that a goose is really well, he's just as good as he can be. He's not poor when his keel bone is sunk in and his meat's coming out like that. If it was the other way around and the keel bone was protruding and the meat was sunken in, that wouldn't be a good thing. But this is perfect. Wild geese. So there's a bone right here. I'll let you hear that. That bone is just a single keel bone that's sticking up in the middle and meat's on both sides. So you're going to stay right along that bone, tightly as you can, from one end to the other. The meat just kind of tapers off towards the back. It's really thick right here. The wishbone comes right up through here at an angle. You're just going to feel that with your knife and hug that up through there. And then, as you pull back on this, you'll be able to see what's down in there, and you'll be able to fillet it off. Now, I removed these wing bones, and that makes it real easy just to get your knife in there and fillet it off without wasting anything. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these legs. I'm going to remove the thigh, plumb back as far as I can, trying to keep as much meat on it as possible. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to debone this thing so that I can run it through my meat tenderizer. We're just going to take it and run our knife right along that bone, both sides. So right here, you can see I completely was able to debone the leg and the thigh all at one time. Now that'll go through my meat tenderizer just fine. Put that in here. Now I'll put that beside this breast. You can see basically 2 nice big chunks. This here is too thick to go through the meat tenderizer, so I'm gonna have to thin it and make 2 pieces out of that. This here will be 1 piece. So each goose is going to make 6 big chunks. And we might be able to figure out even more. Now right over this rib cage, there's some meat. I'm going to just fillet it off. By leaving the skin on, it's going to really create a nice fat layer. And the object is to feed all these kiddos of mine good chicken fried goose. So we're gonna get all the big pieces like that we can off of here. When I get done, this carcass is gonna go in a pot. We're just gonna cook it down, make broth. But for this video, we're making chicken fried steak. Yeah, old man got cold, did he?
Well, it got a little chilly. It wasn't that bad, but
Chilly enough to put on a coat, huh? Mm-hmm. Boy, that looks good, Frank.
doggone it.
Ay, ay, ay. I wish you'd stay here and eat with me.
I can't. I gotta get wood, and I gotta get her mailed, and then I gotta lay down and take a rest.
Well, you should lay down and take a rest.
I feel like.
Listen to them hawks. They ain't happy.
Look at that baby.
Video up there at that hawk. Straight over here. They're looking for us.
Oh, dear stuff.
He wants you, Frank. It's gonna be some pretty good eating, I think, don't you, Frank?
I guess. I ate goose before.
You have ate goose before?
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna take the rest of this and throw it in this ice chest, and we'll cook down the broth later. But for now, I'm gonna be deboning this thigh and this leg here. Why you wanna leave me, son?
Well, I just have to get over and get some wood before it gets too cold. It's gonna get colder when the sun goes down.
It's supposed to be 18 tonight, ain't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I guess we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, if Joe ain't got nothing to do, if he wanted to come by and help out, he can.
Well, you know what he's doing.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe he'll come help out.
Okay.
He's got a big heart, Frank.
Yeah, he have. He like old Frank.
Frank, you've got a big heart, son.
Thank you. We'll see you on the next video.
All right, see you on the next video. All right, this here is one of the geese breasts, and it's too thick to put in, so we're just gonna thin it out like this and make 2 out of 1, just like it. So this right here is what we're left with. Beautiful. We're gonna run it through the meat tenderizer and get it fried. All right, here's our goose breast. I've thinned it in half. The half that came off is right here. I'm going to try to put this through. It's thicker than what you're supposed to put through these things, and I don't have this thing clamped down to the table, and it's difficult to get through the first time. Longbow Banjo said if you want it tender, really tender, fold it in half the next time through. Look at this, it's so thick that it's actually cutting slices in it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my knife and I'm gonna cut this in half, like that. That's gonna allow me to put this thing through sideways and go the other way with it. And that gives you your grid pattern. Very nice. And he said fold it in half. I don't think it'll go through in half. We'll try it. And it did. All right, Longbow, you got me. We're going to fry these babies up and eat them and see how good they are. I can't wait. This little old toy has really provided some really good grub. I tell you what, very delicious. I cannot wait. Here's one that doesn't have the skin on it. Put it through, and you can see I can put him in sideways just fine. Boy, that is a beautiful cut of meat, and it's gonna be just like beef steak. Unbelievable, look at that. All right, we've got this all tenderized. It looks great. It looks like beef, pretty much. And so we're gonna take our flour. We got Bluebird flour. My cousin gave it to me. I'm not pushing Bluebird flour, but it is a good quality product. And we have got Camp Dog seasoning. Now that I am pushing, because that's a wonderful product. And Mr. Papa Scott down there in Louisiana, he sells that stuff, and it is good stuff. I highly recommend that. Matter of fact, I can get you 15% off if you'll go down and look in the head of the comments. You can get 15% off. What you want to do is you want to bread all that. I mean, if you want a good crust, and that's what it's all about, it's that good crust, you want to get it all in there. Then you can throw it in your hot grease. And you want it hot, and, well, we have a fire under ours, and that makes it pretty nice and hot. Just lay it to it, Joe. We got a lot of flour in there, a lot of goose. That's good for now. Takes a lot of gravy to feed these boys, let me tell you, especially when you're eating chicken fried steak. All right, pour some more milk in there. That's good. All right, guys, it's time to try this wild Canada goose out. Generally speaking, they're tough. We put it through a tenderizer. I am anxious to see how it tastes and how tender it is. If it's not tender, it's going to be the skin, more than likely, that's messing us up. But we're going to try it out real quick. Everybody get you a bite. It's so good with the gravy, folks. If you've never ate chicken fried steak, you got to try it. How is it, boys? Good. You on your second piece already? I got a piece that's chewy. I think it's a lot of skin in it.
Yeah, this one's pretty chewy.
Pretty chewy? I'm going to say, folks, if you try this, just go ahead and get the skin off the bird. Just go ahead and skin it. I got pieces in here that don't have no skin, but I wanted to try a breast with the skin on it for this video. As you can see, 2 geese made piles of meat. I mean piles of meat. So I'm amazed by the amount of meat you can get off of a goose. Two things I'd do different. I'd trim it even thinner and I'd remove the skin. Those 2 things I think would make this A quality. We kind of messed up. We used Mangalitsa the first time, and I don't think it can get any better than Mangalitsa, so we're a little spoiled. But this here is really good. It's going to fill these boys' bellies up, and they're going to be able to put in a good, hard day of work, huh? Schoolwork. But that's all we've got for you today. Hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to get on out of here. We hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.